Yo, what's up, Eternal? How are you doing, my friend? I still had this car to fix. That's right. Okay, well, first things first, we're gonna head over to the junkyard. Let's see if we can find ourselves one of these newfangled car thingy-boppers. Play-aiding Subnautica. Sick. I love play-aiding stuff. Hey, there we go. I have no idea what these new cars look like. But I'm 95% sure that's not it. Overview? No, that's not what I want. Nope, that's a Plymouth Roadrunner. Yo, what's up, Kalu? Sidian, what's up, dude? Skid, how are you? That's just junk. We done be looking for some new cars, yo. That's not it. Are there like no cars here today? What's the deal? Wow, dude, there's like no cars here. There were literally 2 cars in the whole junkyard. Well, that's a disappointing trip. I guess we'll go over to the auction and see if anybody's got one at the auction. Or maybe I can try... Let me try a barn or two real quick, actually. Let's try this barn. That's really close. Not that that has any impact on it whatsoever. Wow, this is loud. Well, that's disappointing. Let's head to the auction then. Maybe they'll have one there and I'll buy it. How much money do I have? Oh, 300 grand. Yeah, that's plenty to buy one. Alright, car auctions. Are you sure? Yes. They have one of the Bentleys. Alright, next. Don't want that truck. This is the Bandit. I don't want this. But we're going to buy this T-Series Bentley. That's cool looking. There's the other Bentley in here too. I just saw it on the list. Let's buy them both. Okay. Let's put that in the garage. I spent like 10,000 more than the car is worth, but that's okay. It's going in my collection. This is the Sakura, right? Yep. So we got the Royale. And then the second Bentley model. Ooh, interesting. Okay, woo! Huh. God damn, $190,000. I'm gonna need to start doing jobs, yeah. Wow. Yo, what's up, Kane? So the Bentley are new? Yeah, the new DLC was a Bentley DLC, and it added 2 new vehicles, of which I bought both. So, wow. $190,000 for the newish Bentley. Yeah, the face, I was just like, God, no, this stings real bad. Alright, so this thing is... one of these is a W12? I don't know what that is. Holy God. One of these is a V8 and the other is a W12 engine? I'm guessing this is the V8? Okay, well we're gonna put these on hold. Let's finish this car first. This is an actual vehicle that needed to get stuff fixed on it. Alright, so... did I just dismantle this whole damn car? Why did I do that? I mean, I guess there was a reason. Alright, engine block goes back in. Yeah, I know. I started with like 315, now I'm down to 75. That's rough, dude.
This is why I'm in charge of our money.
Exactly. This is exactly why Cappy's in charge of the funds. I've been streaming for 8 minutes and I already spent like $240,000.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
Streamer.
Twitch.
Holy crap. Kane, dude, thanks for the resub. Tier 3 resub for an 8th month in a row. 8 months strong. Hell yeah, dude. Keeping it going. Thank you for the resub. Let's get some Mindy's in the chat for your resub, dude. Mindy is all about the resubs. I have bad pistons. Is 31% not good enough? Are they upset about the pistons? He is not upset about his pistons. Okay. So we'll go ahead and replace these with 31% pistons because I don't care. Apparently 31 or 32% is perfectly fine for replacement on this car. Yo, what's up, Lost Ones? How are you, man? Yeah, we got new cars today. And I went and spent almost all of my money on 2 cars at the auction house. So that was rough. Yeah, dude, just relax, man. I am all about the relaxing. Round air filter base, I need a new one of those. There's the ignition distributor. That's perfectly fine. The cap is good. What about my clips? They're both repaired. Ignition coil B, also good to go. What about the chain? 31%, fine by me. I need to go highlight the parts he wants to replace. Water pump. Water pump pulleys at 31%. Crankshaft pulleys at 31%. It looks so weird putting these gross parts on this pretty engine. Power steering pump is good. Alternator.
I'm Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Hey! Sidian donated $7.50. Thanks, man. Let's abuse the low dollar price real quick. What are subs on sale? Because if they are, get your subs now. Sidian with the 100 bits too. Thanks, man. Much appreciated.
Showcase your bits.
Sidian with the 200 bits. He's racking up the points, man. He's going to get close to that next bit badge. That's what he's all about now. I get it. The wiring harness is... a wiring harness needs to get replaced.
Showcase your bits.
Damn, Sidian with the 300 bits. Makes 600 bits total, man. Thank you. Is there a reason why the stream is only viewable in 1080p? I have no idea. I don't know how Twitch decides that. But I guess they decided it. Radiator Charlie needs to get replaced.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
Streamer.
store on
Twitch. Hey! Look at this. Gentleman Dragon gifted a $5 sub to Kalu. Let's get some Mindies in the chat for Kalu being a new sub. Man, all the love coming out today. Need a brake servo, ignition wires for a V8, round air filter base 2 carb. Let's buy those real quick. Brake servo. Look at that brake caliper. That's the first time I've seen a new brake caliper. Nice. Ignition wires V8. They looked like a mess, like that. And... you can notice it's a new month and people got paychecks. Yes, sir. Goodness. After what else was it? Oh, it was the air filter, right? Air filter base. 2 carb. All right. So let's put the ignition wires in. Put the base in. Put the brake servo. I actually need an air filter for 2. Oh, the air filter's fine. Ish. That's good. Alright. So I'm gonna need some push rods. Are these all good? These are all 31%. Any plans when I'm gonna stream Witcher 3 again or Alien Isolation? Well, I haven't started Witcher 3 yet because I haven't beat Witcher 2. So I'm guessing that's what you mean. I do plan on going back to that soon. However, I have I'm gonna be on call next week, so I don't want to start next week. I was pushing it off because I was rebuilding my desk and everything. And then once I got the new desk done, I was exhausted because I have been like working on it for like 2 weeks almost. And this upcoming week I'm gonna be on call, so it's not a good week then. And then the week after that, this upcoming weekend, we have a visitor coming to visit. Not in 2 days, but in like 7 days. 7 days. But after that, I think I'll go back and start doing The Witcher again. I'm gonna actually set myself up a schedule that I'm gonna try to stick to. Oh, I needed a radiator, didn't I? Yo, what's up, Dave? X is here, everybody. Inundate him with the questions. That's what he gets for being the David. Also, how you been, man? After a long week of simulated truck driving, Matt comes home to his garage to work on cars. I know, right? Although I will say, I have already emailed the developer and been like, you guys need to make a DLC for this game where I work on big rigs. Because I would totally do that. Also, what's up, Sarum Sword? How you been, man? Don't worry, I definitely plan to go back to The Witcher 2 and beat it, and then follow it up with The Witcher 3. Not immediately, I won't immediately follow up with The Witcher 3, obviously, but I will be playing it. Okay, I need exhaust manifold V8OHV. Big rig repair would be sweet. Yeah, dude. Exhaust manifold for that. Alright, and I need the Radiator Charlie. Charlie. Why is there no Radiator Bravo? Oh, I guess it's the housing. The housing is Bravo. Okay. Well, no, not a day later. I'll play something else in between that. I actually, I put up a rough schedule of, like, the games in the order that I want to play them, or that I think I'll play them, in the Discord server. I just haven't followed them up with actually, like, putting a schedule together of what days I'm going to play what game. I've got something worked up, but, I'm going to... I haven't actually, like, finished it or posted it, but I will be doing that shortly. Do not worry. Holy crap. Kane donated 5,500 bits. Holy cow, dude.
He's sober.
Have you been drinking, Kane? New icon, hell yeah. That's what it was. He was counting how much he needed to get to that new icon. I think you and Nap are the only two with that color icon. Kane said he is sober. Okay. Oil pan is good to go. We'll slap that sucker on there. I am feeling the love from the dragon, man. That hot dragon love. Alright, so we need front suspension crossmember delta. Front suspension crossmember delta. Okay. So we're going to go with some exhaust pipes here. about these middle mufflers? They're both good? Good. And the rear mufflers are also good. Okay. How about StarCraft 2 campaign? It's free now? Nah. I got too many other story-driven games that I want to play. Is the entire game free now? Like all 3 campaigns? Because I only ever bought the first one. You haven't even beaten Brood War? I need a new starter. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the order real quick. I'm going to mark these items so I know what to actually replace with 100% and what I can replace with a 30%. Hello? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the story in StarCraft, but I don't have the patience to actually get good, son. So I just end up cheating the whole time because I don't care. Okay. So let's start putting in some of these rubber bushings. These seem to be okay. Yep, these are all fine. You just want to see me a game... What? Ugh. You just want to see me play a game that requires more than turn-based timing. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to be honest with myself here. I'm not good at those games. Alright, so we're going to pop on the knuckle cover. Wow, both of those need to get replaced. Oh, I can't tell because the wheel is in the way. Okay. We'll put the upper suspension arm in. Both of my bottom suspension arms need to get replaced. 2 of those. Looks like all these sized bushings are good. Can I get over here, please? That would be totally awesome. Okay, that's good. Pop that on there. Tie rod is good. Oh, I didn't put the tie rod on the other side. Whoops. Pop that on there. Okay, front axle knuckle covers. Need those. Wow, typing. 2 of those. Wait, what? That's not right. There we go. Wheel hub bearing. Both of those need to get replaced. Bearing, 2 of those. Let's get wheel hub caps, 2 of those, just in case. See you later, Sidian. Thanks for hanging out for a few, man. We'll see you later. Let's put the 31 on there. Brake disc ventilated. Both of those need to get replaced. pads are good. The calipers, I have a good set of that. Now it wants me to put the wheel on, but I'm not gonna. Let's put the tie rod in there. That sucker gets popped on there. Okay, front wheel hub was bad, right? Yeah. Wheel hub bearing is brand new. Put the vented disc on there. Hub cap, we'll put one of the new ones. Caliper goes on. Okay. Now, double wishbone shock absorber. That mostly needs to get replaced. Okay. Well, let's head back here. Starter needs a new... I need a new starter, don't I? Yeah. Starter V8. Okay. Nope, I want to go over here. Fuel tank is good. What about the fuel pump? Also good. Leaf spring rear drive axle is good. Drive shaft itself is good. Alright, so... crud. A lot of this is needing to get replaced. What about that? Both of these rear springs look okay. Rear shocks, I mean. Alright, so we're going to need 2 leaf springs. So we'll pop those on there. I'm going to need 2 plates. And probably 4 U-bolts. Let's just buy 4. While I'm there, might as well. Alright, plate goes in. Yeah, all 4 U-bolts need to get replaced. The rear end on this thing was torn up. Did you see the new Bentleys I bought? X. Knuckle housing B. Rear knuckle housing B. What's a Bentley? It's an extremely expensive car. So this is the old one. It's like 1970s Bentley that I'm gonna have to fix up. And then this is like a brand new model, which is like, this one cost me $192,000. That one cost me $44,000. This one cost me like $190 something. New DLC came out for those, so we're gonna fix them up. Okay, so all that is done. The old one does look pretty gangster, doesn't it? Looks like a mobster's car. Wheel hub 4. $45. Yep, that was it. Pop these on there. Now what do we got? The solid rear drive. Oh, good. Those are in perfect repair. Excellent. Let's put on the cylinders, the shoes, and the drum. Both of the drums need to get replaced. Brakes, drums, 2. So we're gonna come back over here. Rear drive axle. Cylinder, shoes, and drum. Alright, so the tires and the rims have got a problem. Okay, small rubber bushing, those are all good. So we'll pop those in real quick. I'm glad I can reach across the car and screw in the rubber bushing on the far end pretty easily. It's very convenient. Oil filter. Pop the old one back on there because I don't care. I need 2 new front springs, okay? Let's start by lowering the car. Oh, that's a good battery. Okay. Dismantle the springs. Yo, what's up, Lucid? Cars used to be a way to express oneself. Yep, that's why I have a Prius, because I'm a nerd. Bentleys, Lucid. Bentleys. Aren't they pretty? Actually, I'm gonna need that open. Never mind. This is apparently a W12 engine. I don't even know what that means. Alright. So let's pop in these new shocks. Well, new. Alright. Rims and tires. And a wheel hubcap. Hold on. Why are you upset about that? Wheel hubcap. Hold on. Which one are you mad about? Is it this one? I mean, I had an extra one, so... Oh, that's why. I put on the wrong one. That one. Now you're not mad about it, right? Oh. I guess you are. Well, whatever. I don't care. Fine. Have 100%. Wheel hubcap. Have 100%. Now you're fine. Yeah, now you're fine. So now I have wheels and rims, and that's it. Okay. Easy enough. What were we doing for these things? These are rim retro 7 at 14 inch. So let's go to rims. Rim retro 7 at 14 inch. Okay, now we got new rims. And what kind of tires did he have on these? Whoops. 205 75s. Okay. Oh, wait, what kind of tire was it? I can't tell from here. Dismantle! Oh, wait, no. Vintage tire. Okay. Vintage tire. 205... 75. 14 inch. Okay. Oh, hey, Mom. Sorry, I missed you coming in. You had to get a deed, maybe? Ah. She had to get dead and slay the spire.
Oh.
That is so awesome that I tell my mom I'm streaming, she's like, hold on, let me die. My mom is rocking Slay the Spire. How fucking cool is that, dude? Hey mom, when you come visit in like a week, you have to play Slay the Spire on my channel. On stream. Obviously. We'll have a stream where you and I stream together and you'll play some Slay the Spire for everybody. That would be sick! Yuck, I'm not that good. Everybody's so stoked, Mom. You gotta do it now. Don't make me a liar to all my friends. They're used to people sucking. They come to watch me. They're not coming to watch someone who's good at games. Okay, cool. So, lower this down. I'm gonna start with the nice new one. Is Mom gonna stream STS? Maybe. She's gonna come visit me next week. So we're gonna put this on lifter A. We're gonna put this on lifter B. I like how they say lifter A and lifter B and then they're numbered. Okay. Alright, cool. So this car should be done. Replace body parts, oil change, repaint to the stock color. You're done, son. Sick. Finally, someone interesting will be streaming on Matt's channel. Wow. I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, so let's sell all of this junk. That netted me $80. Okay. Let's see. The body, the frame, and the interior are in perfect condition. It's just the parts of the vehicle that are busted. Well, I mean, I guess that's something. Let's go paint this thing. Move car. What should I paint this Bentley? I didn't say anything was wrong with orange. I'm just wanting to get opinions. I could go with the matte color. Pearl. I could even do chameleon, I guess. What livery? Oh, there's no livery options. Why is matte spelled matte? I have no idea. I've mentioned this in every stream that that's spelled wrong. It is M-A-T-T-E. Chameleon looks good. Somebody said, Mom said champagne chameleon. What's a champagne color? Champagne's kind of a faded. Like, that's kind of champagne colored, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of gold, too, though. Let me reduce the saturation. I don't know. There we go. That's more of a champagne-y color. I'm fine with them calling it pearl instead of pearlescent. But matte, just cutting off the E, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, matte is just lazy. Alright, so we're going to go with that color. That's pretty. Alright, we're going to move this back to lifter A. Ooh, that looks nice. I'd hit that! Wait, which word are you replacing with the word drive? Is it drive hit that? I'd drive that? Or I'd hit drive? Or I'd hit it drive? I don't know. Now I'm confused! Alright, so... I don't even care. I'd drive that. Okay. I don't even care. We're just going to dismantle this whole thing, because this engine is so unique. I've never seen anything like this. Alright, so we've got air filter. We have 2 air filters on this thing, which is kind of interesting. Hey, I just got an achievement called Wrenchmaster Bronze, which is unscrew 1,000 bolts. That I get a sneaking suspicion I've done that already. Intake manifold cover for a W12. I don't even know what that is. What is this? That's a throttle. It's almost like this thing has 2 engines. Because it has 2 throttles, 2 air filters. Air filter base. Take those out. Let's take off the manifold. Holy God, look at this thing. I'm going to take off... Look at that fuel rail. That's so weird. Look at that thing. What the hell is this? Alright, intake manifold B. Is Bentley one of those cars that's all manufactured by hand? I know there's a couple of car companies where, like, every car is manufactured by hand. I just can't remember which ones that is. These ignition coils. Each side of the engine has 6 pistons. I don't even want to know how fast this thing goes. Wow, zoom in. How about it? Oh, Bentleys are put together by hand?
Yeah.
Awesome. No wonder they're so damn expensive. Oh my God, what is up? Gee, it's like 1 billion pieces. It goes from 9 to wall in 10 seconds. From 0. It goes from 0 to wall in 10 seconds? Do you mean it crashes quickly, or is wall a car term I'm not familiar with? Alright, so there's dual turbochargers. That's pretty crazy. Take off this engine head cover. Okay, it's got a radiator and an intercooler. Intercooler's from underneath. Okay. Alright, what? I can't take the timing chain off. Okay, so I've got it. Oh my god, all these camshaft caps. Good lord. Working on a Bentley must be a freaking nightmare. Where's Hasty? He would need. He should see this engine, man. Bentley makes about 25 cars per day. For comparison, Volkswagen makes 1 car every 40 seconds. God damn! That's a little bit of a difference. I'm actually hand building these and still managing to crank out 25 a day. That's pretty impressive. Sup, slut?
Hi. My shoulder hurts. So.
Aww.
Would you like a drink?
I would like a drink, thank you. It's in the kitchen! Go get it! God, Cappy is awesome. You want a drink? Yes, I would like a drink. It's in the kitchen.
There's one left, so I want to drink this. 'Cause I really...
There's one left, then drink it.
No, there's one in the fridge.
Oh, I thought you meant that's the last one.
No, it's just, you know, I'm obsessed with orange juice. So my mom was like, here's this orange juice for Matt. And I'm like, bitch, I like orange juice.
Well, I'm picky with my orange juice, and you're not quite as picky as I am.
So,
I like either no pulp or very low pulp. And she prefers, like, a little bit of juice with her orange pulp.
my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants extreme pulp.
Just an orange.
It's just an orange.
Is that okay? What did I normally do?
That's perfectly fine.
I was like, I can't remember.
Cappy, wife of the year every year. Yes, sir.
Can you open it for me?
Oh my god.
I can't open
She
it.
can't open her orange juice. Hold on. I can't open her orange juice. There we go.
You're so buff.
Hurrah!
Thank you.
Get ripped. Let me open my drink. God, I love ginger ale. I will eat ginger ale. Eat? Now, how the hell do I take this off? Okay, there's a timing cover here. To take off, that's accessible from under the car. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Okay. Wow, did you look at that Serpentine Belt? Now there's a car company I'd love them to make a DLC for. There's actually a specific Rolls that I'd love them to make a DLC for. Hold on. If they did a Rolls DLC, I'd love them to include... Obviously, they'd include one of the new Rolls. Let me look up one of... Oh. The Wraith. Rolls-Royce Wraith would be an awesome one. If you've never seen a Rolls-Royce Wraith, look that thing up. It's like a 1940s? 1930s?
Vic seen one.
Huh? Yeah, Vic's seen one. The Wraith is sexy as hell, yeah. It's gone to Christmas Town and back. Say that 3 times fast. I can't even say it once. Slowly. That's hard. Rolls-Royce Wraith. Ugh. But frickin' Lucid knows what we're talking about too. With the Wraith. No oil in that can. Fine by me. Oh yeah, Lucid busted out with the Wikipedia link to the Rolls-Royce Wraith 1938. Oh, sexy. That is a pretty, pretty car. But I'd love to dismantle that one and dismantle like a modern Rolls-Royce. Okay, so we got to take out this front drive shaft Charlie, the transfer case. Now we can take out the starter. I like how it has a V8 starter on a W12 engine. I don't know how that works, but I guess it does. So this is interesting. I have to remove the entire transmission to get at the timing. That's so gross. Could you imagine needing to replace a timing chain? And they're all like, yeah, we're going to have to take apart your entire, like, everything. Everything's coming out. Well, if a starter is a starter, what's the difference between a V4, not a V4, a 4-cylinder and a V8 starter? Because they have two different starters in the game, and one is labeled as a V8. I kind of assumed it just had more of like a oomph to start the engine to get the pistons to turn over or something. I don't know. Car words! A 4-cylinder starter is tiny. Okay. I wouldn't know. I still commonly say V4. So that goes to show how much I know about cars. Timing sprocket comes out of there. Alright. Dude, look at that engine alignment though. Holy crap. 6 pistons on each side looks weird. So, with an engine with 12 cylinders instead of a V8, how much donkey punch do you think it has? Did I get away with that? No? Okay. That's not... It's horsepower, right? Not donkey punch? That's something completely different. Boo! Everybody's just boo! Okay. Grumpy Matt. Easier to calibrate zebra force. Fair enough. Let's take out this intercooler. Now I can actually see. Okay. Can I take this out? I can. Okay. Let me take out all these rod caps now. I think I lost a little bit of everyone's respect just then. Can't lose what you don't have. Nice. You still love me? Thanks, Lucid. What's that one picture from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire where the guy's like second question was what is an engine power an engine's power measured in, and it had 4 different animal based power units and the guy had to use a lifeline on it. Yeah. He was all like, can I ask the audience? And there's like an ask the audience. And of course, a lot of the people in the audience lied. Because they were all like, LOL, this guy doesn't know. Let's see if we can get him to say the wrong answer and look like an idiot. I didn't lose your respect? Is it because I didn't actually have your respect? Oh, was Zebra Force one of them? It was horsepower, Zebra Force. There was like donkey strength and something else. It was so sad. You were just sitting there like, oh my god. Oh, it was Gorilla Belly Flops. Somehow I think you're lying, but that sounds awesome. You know what one of the storyline missions should be? One of the storyline missions should be this car comes in and like it's all torn to shit. Like totally wrecked beyond belief. And the story should basically be, yeah, I just bought this for my daughter for her 16th, for her sweet 16.
Oh,
and she
God.
took it on a joyride and wrecked it. Can you make sure it's ready for the party next weekend? And you're going to be all like, are you kidding me?
Can you abort a 16-year-old?
Can you abort a 16-year-old? Wow. Cappy's brutal.
For like $300,000 on a car, and she like wrecked it. I mean,
First of all, who's buying a $300,000 car for their 16-year-old daughter, right?
some idiot.
Some idiot. Cappy secretly evil.
I don't think it's much of a secret at
Yeah.
this point.
It's not much of a secret. She's pretty open about this.
Yeah.
I just love that. Can you abort a 16-year-old? Let me Google this. Hold on. Yeah, Skid says, I suppose you could, but it might be classified as murder. Fair enough. Yeah, but when the cops come to arrest you and be like, why did you kill her? You can be like, I bought her a Bentley for her 16th birthday and she wrecked it. And they'd be all like, oh, well, bitch deserved it.
Yeah.
Details. Front air suspension. Did you see that shit? This thing doesn't even have shock absorbers. It's got fucking air brakes on it. God damn it. I guess if I'm going to spend $300,000 on a car, it better come with air suspension. We're still arresting you, though. Well, obviously. They'd get in trouble if they didn't, I guess. Alright, so we're going to take off these front exhaust sections. These catalytic converters. Middle mufflers. Alright, now let's dismount this. I haven't even gotten to the rear end of the car yet. Back with fudge pecan brownies. Damn, Mom. That is awesome. Mom knows how to live, man. Muffler for a W12. What the hell does that look like? I can't even see it. It looks so weird. Oh, that is some funky... Alright. Alright. I like how it has badass calipers on the front and just standard calipers on the back. They're like, nobody's looking at the back wheels. That is a weird knuckle. Alright, I guess. See you later, Kane. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for the resub and all the bits too. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be driving American Truck Sim Friday. Is that tomorrow? Is tomorrow Friday?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be driving American Truck Sim. So I don't know if you have that one, but if you do, and you got free time, come and join us, man. Friday is tomorrow. You don't. Okay. That's right. You only have Euro Truck. Okay. Well, I just bought the last DLC for Euro Truck today, so now I can go into Italy. So I'm gonna have to drive that at some point. We can take out that sway bar. Of course you were in Italy before me. That's not a surprise at all. See you later, Kane. Have a good one, man. Now it's just a shell of her former self. Ha ha ha. Wow, I broke something. I don't even know what it was, but I want to say it was the fuel rail. There was a caliper cylinder. I saw that one. This is the vehicle I don't want to break parts on, and it's the vehicle I've broken the most on. Dang. Alright, so we're going to need 2 air filters, a fuel filter, and then 12 ignition coils and spark plugs. Bless you. Filter. Let's get a fuel filter. Come on now. A, B, C, D. No, I'm just kidding. Air filter, I need 2 of those. Ignition. Coil, I need a dozen.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Like $600.
Were they?
Not each.
Oh, yeah, because I bought a dozen. So, yeah, that would be like $720 total. That's rough, huh? All right. Glad the engine block got fixed. That would have been expensive. Thermostat's good to go. The sprocket needs to get replaced. Crankshaft. Idler roller A, I need 3 of those apparently. I think I might have some of those in storage. Well, apparently not. Okay. Idler Roller Bracket T-Series. Well, I'm going to get to the T-Series vehicle next, so... Let's put the crankshaft back in there. How's this chain? Oh, engine bay. Never mind. Alright, reassemble. Piston with Conrad W12. Gonna need 12 of those. Holy God. Piston rings for W12. There's my pistons.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it took me a minute to...
$3,000 in pistons alone.
I was gonna bankrupt you.
I'm gonna need 2 of those. Okay. Now. What's gonna be nice is when I take this out on the test track and it's just gonna like rip down the track at like a bajillion miles an hour. Alright, engine heads are both good. That's awesome. Apparently they don't screw in. That's also kind of weird. They just kind of sit there. Alright, what about my camshafts? They're all good. Cam gear W12, I need 4 of those. That's here. Intake manifold is good, we'll screw that down. Drop in the sparky pluggies. Okay, that chain, then this chain, then this chain. And, timing cover goes on the lifter. Alright, what about these dudes? The caps. Oh, I gotta replace all of these? Good lord, how many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 on each side. So that's 28. Of the camshaft caps for a W12. Good lord. $800 in camshaft caps. God damn. I still have 76 grand, but still. This is gonna put a hurt. Do you even have enough money to repair this thing? Oh yeah, I got plenty. But after I'm done with these two Bentleys, I'm gonna have to spend some time just fixing some cars and making some money that way. Okay, let's put the engine head cover on. And the ignition coils, we'll pop those in. What about the fuel rail? Did that make it? It did. Hey, we're almost done with the engine. Alright, engine head cover. That goes on. Pop those ignition coils in now. Whoops. Alright, the intake manifold can be reattached. Manifold cover. Put the throttles on. Let's put the exhaust in. Okay, turbochargers get attached. Air filter bases go in. The air filter itself. The cover. And that part's done. Now we'll go turbocharger on this side. Air filter base. Air filter. Cover. Okay. ABS pump got fixed. ABS module also got fixed. Battery needs to get recharged. Okay, I got the rollers. Let's replace those. Crankshaft pulley V8 needs to get replaced, and a water pump pulley. Water pump pulley. Whoops, that was the wrong kind. I need the crankshaft pulley V8. Oops. Well, there went that idea. I have an extra water pump pulley now. There's the Serpentine Belt. I bought one of those already. Belt tensioner needs to get replaced. That all looks okay. Fuel filter. Okay, now we'll lift it up. Put on the timing cover. Flywheel for a Bentley. Then we have clutch parts. I need the bearing and the pressure plate, I believe, because I think the other plate usually gets fixed. Yep. Awesome. Good. The transmission got fixed. Good news. Front differential got repaired. Steering rack got repaired. Starter got repaired. Transfer case is good. Front drive shaft Charlie got fixed. What about the suspension crossmember? Also good. Excellent. Fuel filter, I got a new one of those. Okay. So let's go into exhaust. 2 catalytic converters. See, this was a W12. I need 2 front exhaust sections. 2 mufflers. There's rear muffler. There we go. And then I need middle muffs. 2 of those. Alright, so we're going to pop these on here. Okay, exhaust system is all brand new. Alright, let's see how many of these crankshaft bearing caps. Looks like all of them got fixed, which is excellent news. Front sway bar is not good. Okay. Hey, and the oil pan got fixed. Excellent. Okay. So that's a lot of the underneath. Large intercooler got fixed. What about these knuckles? Hey, the knuckles got fixed. Let's see how much of this I can put together. That's about it. Yeah, okay. Good. Alright, so let's lower this again. Okay. Put oil in it. That's a good start. Was there anything else? Oh, yeah, battery. Need to recharge that. That'll only take a second. Yep, we're good there. There's the battery. Pop that in. Radiator Alpha still needs to get replaced, so we'll do that now. Cool. The fan housing is good, and so is the fan. Excellent. This is high performance engine and just a standard radiator. Nothing fancy. I guess that's primarily what the intercooler is for. Okay. Nice. Alright, I've replaced that. That. All of these. Water pump pulley. Crankshaft pulley got replaced. That got replaced. Drive shaft is new. That got replaced. Timing chain. Okay. Those pieces of exhaust. No, don't do that. I also got rid of the mufflers. Where are they? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Okay, that makes it a little easier to move around in my inventory. Alright, now... Vented brake discs. I need 2 of those. Vented? There we go. I'm also going to need 4 pads. Calipers, they got repaired. Wow, there's 2 cylinders per? That's impressive. Wheel hub bearing, I need 4 of those. Alright, so there's that. Of these. 20 rubber bushing. Who is that? Corrida. I think I pronounced that properly. Welcome. It's hard to read your black text name on my extremely dark gray background. but it's all good. Alright, bottom suspension arm gets put on there. Front air wait, hold on. That's... No, I didn't want that. Balls. Front air suspension shock. Those got repaired. Excellent. You're Kirby. Ah! That explains it. Okay, I need tie rods. 2 outers, 2 inners. We'll pop those on there real quick. Okay. Now it wants me to put the tire on, but I'm not ready for that. Let's put this guy in here. What kind of sway bar? Just front sway bar basic. Okay. Front sway bar. I think I need 2 of those. Oh yeah, I remember Kirby. I just didn't remember the other name. Sway bar Bravo. I need to get up under there. Like that. There we go. The game figured it out. The inner tie rod, the outer tie rod. Let's drop in these bushings while I'm here so I don't forget. Just trust me, I'll forget. Ah, gotcha. What's up, Rave Pack? How are you, good sir? Or ma'am? I don't know. Alright, let's slap that knuckle. Ooh, that is a nasty knuckle cover. Let's not slap that on there. Front axle knuckle cover. Now let's slap it on there. There we go. Front wheel hub is good. Ventilated brake disc. The pad. Let's go ahead and put the hub bearing in there and the drive shaft. Or axle, whatever. Caliper Bravo. I'm going to need 1 cylinder. Now it wants the tire. Brakes, let's get a cylinder. I know I'm going to need that. Does anybody know when this comes out on Xbox? I thought it was already out on Xbox, but I am also not the, like, the be-all, end-all kind of person that's going to know that information. Okay, that's installed. What's my fuel tank look like? Gross. And rear sway bar Bravo is also gross. Let's get the fuel tank. I think my fuel pump is good, though. Yep, okay. Alright, now my knuckle. Rear air suspension is good. Small rubber bushing. 1, 2. I need 8 of those. Okay. Suspension arm A should go on. That suspension arm should be attached. This suspension arm should get attached. And a bushing in there. It's not on Xbox One. Bummer. I thought it was coming out on one of the other consoles. Brake disc, I need 2 more of those. Brakes, disc, 2. Let's put the hub bearing in. And the drive axle. Brake pads are good to go. Calipers are in good condition. Wheels are going to have to wait. Alright. More bushings. Car mechanic on the Xbox Live store. Oh. We'll pick it up. Wheel hub bearing goes in there, and the drive axle. Sway bar link. Let's put that bushing in. That arm. Oh, gotcha. We're almost done with the vehicle. I think that's it. Okay, so now we need wheels and rims. Okay, so the Rim Continental GTs. Let's... It's a sport tire and the Rim Continental GT right side. Oh wow, there's different right and left. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I just punched my mic. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going 275, 35, 21. Let's get the rims first. They're 21s. That's surprisingly wide. Giggity. 21s. Two right side and 2 left side. Okay. Now, what size were the tires again? 275, 35. $275.35. Wow, $3,000 in tires. Good lord. What? Just keeps adding up, doesn't it? I gotta make sure I put these tires on the correct side of the car now. You know what's weird is now knowing that the rims are sided, how much more difficult is that for rotating the tires? Do you have to dismount the tire from the rim before you rotate it? Because if so, that sucks. Alright, so what do I have here? Wait, which side of the car is this? This is the right side. So I need to put on a right tire. And then left side. Left side, okay. This is also a left side tire. Left side. Well, that kind of sucks, dude. I hope you get all your stuff squared away. What is Antares in Star Trek? I'm not 100% sure. It rings a bell, but I can't remember. It has cool outfits. I want to say Antares is an area, like a sector.
This says it's an Antares. Antares.
Does it say what show it's from?
Hold on.
Apparently it's an alien race. There's something about Star Trek I don't know, apparently.
Well, it's a bunch of things because that's an alien race that was also a vessel that was destroyed. Let me look up if I can see the race.
Okay. So, this vehicle is in peak condition. Let's take it out on the track, shall we? Watch it be from Discovery. I would explain why I've never heard it. Speed track. Continental.
This is the memory alpha that I'm looking at.
Right? It was the original series? Oh. Damn, I hit like 260 kilometers an hour in this thing. Nice.
You might also be thinking of in the TNG episode, The Wounded, there was something referred to as the Antares sector was a region of space.
Ah. The Wounded. That sounds familiar.
Of course it does.
Yeah, okay, so there was a ship called the Antares from the original series, and it is a sector of space as well from Next Generation.
Season 4, episode 12. May I read you some of it?
Yeah.
U.S. Enterprise D is conducting mapping surveys near the Cardassian border. Captain Picard is cautious the Federation has been at war with Cardassia for some years and only recently established a peace treaty between the two peoples in the past year. This particular sector is a second trip for Picard, as he once encountered the Cardassians in the sector when was in command of the USS Stargazer.
Ah.
So all of this is any of that?
I mean, kind of. Is there a picture from the show?
No, not really.
Okay. Never mind. It's all good.
Hold on, this one dude's in it. Maybe if I show you the picture of him, you'll go, oh, yeah, I know that.
Let's move this car to the parking garage now. And we'll start working on the next Bentley.
This guy's in it.
Ah. He was in maybe 6 episodes total. So yeah. Okay. So let's get to work on this one.
It says this is the episode where he goes rogue and the Enterprise is ordered to apprehend him. Before there's another war.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
No, okay, I got it.
I remember that episode now.
Took a while, but we got there.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I don't think that's an episode you've seen yet.
I don't know. Let me
I think we stopped in the middle of season 4.
see. Let me go to my.
Keep in mind, we skipped one episode on accident that we had to go back and watch. Okay, Mom, are you still here?
We're on season 4, episode 11, and that's episode 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a really good episode.
We gotta. We'll pick that up. We'll pick up TNG when we're done with The Expanse, because we only have 2 episodes of The Expanse.
Yeah, we only have 2 episodes of The Expanse left, and then we'll pick up TNG where we left off.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting back into sci-fi again, though. Okay, Mom, what should I paint this car? Cappy can help, too.
Oh boy, can I? Right.
No livery. Well, it already is white. That's white.
Oh, it's a Bentley though. I was thinking Rolls Royce typically.
Also, this is an older style car, so it would probably be matte, wouldn't it? From the 70s. Most of the cars were matte finish back then.
Let me see it in black.
Oh, my saturation is 0. Whoops. How do I get black? Oh, brightness. There's matte black. Mom is saying silver.
See, and I had said white first, so silver is very close to white.
All right, so let's go zero saturation, full brightness. Oh, actually, slightly less bright, because that'll give me a silver color. Oh, they started shiny. They're silver. They're matte now because they're old.
Yeah, try metallic or pearl.
Metallic. Ooh, metallic looks nice.
Yeah.
What about pearlescent? Ooh, pearlescent looks really nice. Does Star Trek kind of run on a system where you can catch random episodes and still get it? Mostly? Mostly, yes. There are certain series that you really don't want to do that with, and certain like sets of like for example, in Deep Space Nine, the second half of the final season is 1 episode. It's like, I think the last season is 26 episodes, and the last 13 episodes are part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, all the way to part 13. The whole second half of the last season is all 1 giant episode. It's amazing. All right, let's go with Pearlescent Silver. I like it. Certain parts of the series are an arc. Yes, absolutely. Next Generation, for the most part, most of the episodes are one-off. They have episodes where they'll call back to previous episodes, but It's not super important most of the time. I would say in Next Generation, probably 70% are perfectly 100% standalone. Probably 20% of them are standalones that do direct callbacks to previous episodes. And 10% do actually require you to know what you're talking about. You know the one where the doctor is a hologram and there's a short dwarf dude? Who's the chef? Well, he's not short or a dwarf. I mean, he's probably like 5'6". He's shorter than all the other actors on the show, but he's not a short guy. I mean, he's short for a guy, but he's not a dwarf or anything. But that's Voyager. That's Star Trek Voyager. That one's probably got a similar percentage of, like, stuff you need to know, stuff you don't, it doesn't really matter. Deep Space Nine is probably the worst for doing that in. You probably need to watch the most in DS9 to get it. The original series is basically 0. 100% standalone episodes for the most part. I have not watched more than the first season of Star Trek Enterprise, and I've forgotten almost all of it, so I do need to go back and watch that. And I've not seen any of Star Trek Discovery because I'm waiting for the season to finish first. I'm not a huge fan of the throwback series because they always have a tendency of screwing up the established timelines, and it really bums me out when they do that. Because now it's hard to figure out, like, why didn't they know about this in future series, you know? But I'm hearing good stuff about Discovery, so I'm excited to watch that. And I do want to watch Enterprise just because it's Star Trek. You know? I think it only had 3 seasons. But there's a lot of lore in it that I need to know for Star Trek Online. Plus, it's kind of hard to say you're a Star Trek nerd when you haven't... when it's getting to the point where you haven't seen almost half of the series now. It wasn't so bad when it was just Enterprise. I could be like, well, I haven't seen that. Okay. That is a valid point, Eternal. Star Trek Voyager has a lot of crew changes. So if you jump around in Voyager a lot, you might get confused because you're all like, wait, where did this one crew member go and where did this other crew member come from? And it's not like the characters are dying off, they're just going elsewhere. It's really interesting. I enjoyed Voyager. I know a lot of people weren't really big on it, but I liked it. Okay. So come back over here, take this off. I mean, Voyager, again, is probably in the same vein of Star Trek The Next Generation, where like 70% of the episodes don't need any knowledge of previous episodes. 20% has a direct callback to something, and then 10% you really have to know what's going on. Otherwise, it's confusing as hell. But if you're interested in Star Trek, definitely start with the Next Generation. That's the easiest one to ease yourself into. The first season and a half are kind of rough. They have good episodes. They have really good episodes for like half of the season, and the other half of the season is just cringy junk, and you're like, oh my god. This was definitely made in the 80s, because it was. And unfortunately for him, I love Gene Roddenberry, but his vision for Star Trek was a little weird. He got a little hippie-ish for me from time to time. Hello? There we go. Stop it. I hate that I mouse directly over my piston and it selects like this cross member here. I should take another swing at DS9. DS9 is not nearly... It doesn't take quite as long to get into its stride as most of the other shows do. I mean, Season 1 is a little rough at time to time on DS9, but... Once they get to Season 2, it's smooth sailing from then on out. I didn't have any problem after Season 1. And Season 1 had very few awkward episodes. They were mostly good. But I'm also a little biased, because I love the series more than any of the others, so... Take that into account as well. Yeah, Voyager goes into a completely undiscovered, unexplored quadrant, yeah. Oh, whoops. I was gonna say, don't go into Voyager expecting them to be following the same rules as the other Star Trek shows. They don't play by the rules in Voyager. It's still a great show, don't get me wrong, but... Lucid liked Voyager the best? I liked Voyager. I liked it as good as I liked The Next Generation. Yeah, I'm trying to dodge a lot of the information that Eternal's laying out there because I don't know how much Kirby wants to know, but yeah, they can't really play by standard Star Trek rules. So you hated The Next Generation? Wow. Kirby.
Get out! Guess everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Yeah.
Sucks at his
Well, I'm gonna feel really bummed if you watch like, huh?
I said, ah.
I'm gonna feel really bummed if you watch like the first 2 seasons of DS9 and look at me and go, yeah, I don't like it. Because I'm gonna be all like, oh
I
no.
would say that no matter what, I'll say that I like it, and then you'll never know, you'll never trust that if I say I like it, that it's the truth.
Yeah, I won't want you to lie to me, obviously. If you don't like it, it's fine.
I didn't even like TNG, and I really enjoyed that, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I look forward to finishing that and then eventually watching DS9 whenever that's gonna happen. But I will be honest if I don't like it.
Drillian says he's only seen the original Star Trek, the one from the 60s? See, I have to ask the one from the 60s because with somebody like Cody, I'm like, I don't know, what's your definition of the original? And he's only seen the new movies. Yeah, the one with Shatner. Okay. Man, Drillian. Bro. Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. So good.
And in that order.
Was the one with Shatner not the original? No, the one with Shatner was the original, but a lot of kids nowadays will say, I watched the original, and they're talking about the next gen from the 90s. How many series are there? There's the original series, there's the animated series, there's Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery. So 7 series. Then there's 6 movies in the original series, 4 movies in Next Generation, 3 movies in the alternate universe. So that's 13 movies so far. Was Star Wars ever in black and white? No. Well, yes, but no. A lot of people are all like, dude, Star Wars is so much bigger than Star Trek. Nah, dude, Star Trek is way larger than Star Wars. Like, way, way larger. Star Trek was never really in black and white. They have episodes that part of the episode is in black and white, but it falls in with the episode for a specific reason. Star Trek is way larger in terms of motion media. Star Trek is way large. Hold on. This is loud. Star Trek is way larger in terms of motion media, books. There are way more Star Trek books than there are Star Wars books. A lot of people say there's way more Star Wars. The Star Wars books are more popular than the Star Trek books, but there's more Star Trek books. There's way more back lore in the series. Well, maybe not. Because it only goes back like 1,000 years. Not even 1,000 years. Just like 300 or 400 years. Until it gets to now. Yeah, like when the holodeck is doing a 1940s movie. Exactly. Then it'll go black and white. Yeah, I won't deny that the Star Wars books are more popular than the Star Trek books. Usually the Star Trek books just end up being novelizations of the TV episodes or movies.
Jesus Christ, if you go to the wiki, it's just like a bazillion list of all the Star Trek novels.
Oh yeah, dude, there's like easily over 1,000 Star Trek novels.
It's insane.
Hands down, over 1,000.
Oh my god.
And you'd be surprised how many of those Star Trek books are written by Star Trek actors. Like Shatner wrote a lot of the books.
Yeah, the Shatnerverse is what they're referred to as.
Yeah. There's a huge chunk of Star Trek books that are written by William Shatner. And then a bunch of other actors wrote books on and off, but I think he hands down holds the most.
I feel like though, I understand why the Star Wars novels are probably more popular, because if the Star Trek novelizations are just kind of like rehashes of the episodes, like you say, I feel like there's a lot of extra backstory in Star Wars novels, or there would be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I thought about getting into the Star Wars novels once because, you know, sci-fi, but it's giant too.
Well, Star Wars has a tendency of writing their novels more like encyclopedias. So they'll have a novel, and basically the novel's purpose is not really to tell you a story, it's to give you information. So, whereas none of the Star Trek books are really like that. The Star Trek books are all there to tell you a self-confined story. And there's a lot of stuff... Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff in the Star Trek books that contradict the show or a movie. Because it'll be the novelization of the show, and they'll just decide, you know what, I'm just going to change what happened. But what's really interesting is, apparently, the Shatnerverse of books is laid out kind of interesting, because in one of the very first Shatnerverse books, he says that he basically says as the Captain Kirk character, he says that their missions were made into entertainment for the masses as like a recruitment material for the Federation, and he's writing these books as like a journal to set the record straight of what actually happened.
Oh, that's
So
an
it's-
interesting way to do it.
Yeah, it's almost like saying that the original series was a TV show made as a Federation recruitment series to get more people to join the Federation. And he's all like, actually, it's mostly correct, but they screwed up some stuff. And then he went, okay, here's this book, and wrote the book of the episode and changes some things around, but now it actually, like, he's got like a canon reason why he did it. So it's really interesting that he did it that way. It was kind of nice.
I like the idea of that too, because then you're looking at how over the top the original series was, and you're like, well, of course it was over the top.
Yeah, of course some of this stuff was over the top, and it also helps solve the problem of the really campy fight scenes and stuff like that. Because they're like, well, see, it was all a setup. This is all acting. Acting. Where's the fuel filter? There it is. I always miss that stupid fuel filter. I mean, it was really smart for him to do that, you know? It gave him a real easy setup for being all like, everything's different. And it's like a really easy canon way to get around a lot of that.
I feel like it would make me more inclined to want to both watch the original series and then read the books, which is the whole point.
Don't get me wrong, the original series, there were a lot of episodes that were really damn good. But I mean, there were a lot of episodes that you watch them and you go, holy shit, this was made in the 60s. Like, that is just so bad.
Oh, I like that picture they show on Imager every now and then of the alien that's just a dog in a costume.
Oh yeah, it's a dog with like wings or something. And they're like, this is an alien war beast.
Hold on, here it is. It's just,
Oh yeah, it's a dog with more fur and like a plastic horn on his head.
it's just so bad.
See you later, Cody.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
Oh.
We'll see you around, dude. I'll drop in on you next time you're streaming. We'll touch butts. This is not a V4. It had these kinds of things. It had a rear shock absorber. Okay, we're going to pick these up and the water pump pulley. I think I already installed the brake servo, but let's take that just in case because I don't remember. Air filter, I don't remember what kind of air filter I needed, so let's pick that up. I don't need that fuel rail. I don't need any of that other stuff. Vito HV Charlie, I don't know if I need that, but we'll pick it up. Wait, I'm already putting in pistons. I won't need that. Okay, whatever. Alright. Hey, we're finally going to use some of these parts I had stored up. Some of them, at least. Alright, so let's drop that engine head cover back on. That was really fun, having a nice Star Trek side conversation. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I think the series was good. I just like a lot of that stuff was good. It was the really campy stuff he did that was really weird and cringy. It was just like, ugh, God, why? Like, I get the whole episode, which was, they had the alien species that had two different races, and one was black on the right side and white on the left side, and one was the opposite. I forget which direction I said the first time. And they were all like, well, I don't like those people because their faces are black on the right side and my face is black on the right side. And so it made like this huge divide between the culture, and they had to explain to them why that was stupid. So that was the whole civil rights movement thing. I need rods. T-Series. But I mean, he did it really smart in a lot of his episodes where he tried to do stuff like that, where he would slide that in there as kind of a nod to a social problem that was happening in the United States at the time. And, you know, a lot of people were all like, wow, that is really dumb. Why are these aliens doing that? And then they didn't realize at the time that, nah, man, we're talking about the civil rights movement here. You're an idiot for not liking black people just because they're black, you know? Okay, yeah, well, it probably wasn't cringy then. Fair enough. But it's cringy now, looking back at these, like, obviously really, really terrible graphics, and you're just like, ugh. That hurts to watch. But some of the episodes are damn good still. Okay, I need a rocker arm. T-Series. Ignition wires for the T-Series. That is a really awkward ignition wire. T-Series. Power steering pump is good. Excellent. Camshaft is good. Cam gear for V8OHV. We have a timing chain for V8OHV. Water pump for the T-Series, which installs just fine. Alright, so we've got the bracket. Still in good condition. We've got the water pump pulley. I've got a new one of those already. Let's put in the manifold to get that huge thing off of my view there. Alternator gets installed. Carburetor T-Series gets installed. Let's get the throttle installed. Air filter pipe. How do I remove that? Did I just not take that out? I guess I didn't. That's weird. Timing cover for a T-Series. There's the bracket. There's the crankshaft pulley for a V8OHV. Idler roller A should get replaced. Alright, so we've got Serpentine Belt T-Series. Let's just look for T-Series. Both of the belts, let's get that. We're going to get the air filter pipe is fine. Air filter I4C, I think it was? I don't even know. Oh, there we go, T-Series. And the air filter cover for the T-Series. There. Okay. So let's install the belt. And that belt. And the fan. Alright, so let's zoom in on this. Air filter here. The cover. The hose. I think that all looks good. Let's go get the battery. That's good. Raise it up. All right. Are there only 3 here? Why do I have 4 in my inventory? I don't know. Maybe I picked one up out of my storage area. Here's the oil pan. Okay, that's good. What about the suspension crossmember? Also good. Steering rack is good. What about this front exhaust section? Not good. Alright, let's get a new one of those. Alright. So we're going to go front sway bar Bravo and the tie rods. That's rear. Tie rod, sway bar. Knuckle Charlie is good. Let's get the other tie rod installed. How about that? That's also good to go. Wheel hub is good. What about the bearing? Bearings need to be replaced. Pop that in there. Hub cap also need to get replaced. 2 of those. 2 vented brake discs. 4 brake pads. One cylinder. Alright, let's look at the suspension arm. I'm going to need 14 rubber bushings. Okay. Lower suspension arm in. front end sway bar link Bravo. Two of those things. And the shock absorber. So I assume some of the Star Trek series that contradict themselves exist in parallel realities. I know that the current movies that are coming out with Chris Pine, they're in an alternate reality. I don't know where Discovery takes place, and Enterprise did exist in the same reality as Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. However, they changed that in the final episode, which was kind of weird, but a lot of people complained, a lot of hardcore Star Trek fans complained, and they were like, yeah, let's find a way around this. So they fixed it in the final episode. It was basically the equivalent of, this was all a dream. I know Discovery is supposed to take place before the original series, but I don't know if Discovery is taking place in the canon universe or in the alternate reality universe. Is Star Trek Online part of the main reality? Star Trek Online exists outside of the reality. It includes all universes. It includes both the standard universe and the alternate universe, which is a little weird. But I know why they do it. They did it for popularity, to get more players interested. If you liked one universe and not the other, you can play in that other universe. But they're also trying to drive people to watch the other shows by making you play through the seasons, which equate to one of the shows usually. So you're all like, wow, that was really interesting. I want to learn more about this. Well, now go watch Deep Space Nine. Because time travel shenanigans? Well, yeah, kinda. Alright, middle muffler, rear muffler, V8 OHV. Let's get those. Middle muffler, rear muffler, V8 OHV. I like my song. Thanks, Cappy.
You're welcome.
Cappy liked my song too. I'm lying. I mean, it wasn't exactly, this was all a dream, but it was the Star Trek equivalent of this was all a dream. Fans of Star Trek Enterprise were disappointed that they did it. Fans of the entire series were annoyed that they had to do it, but I think in the long run it all came out okay. It wasn't a terrible way to do it. It was just like, how can you start in TOS 23C Starfleet or 26C Starfleet? I don't know what that means. 23rd century, 26th century. See, I prefer 24th century. I prefer the next gen DS9 century. 26th? I don't know what the hell is up with that. I don't even know where that's coming from. Did Star Trek ever make that big of a time jump? Oh wait, is that the Enterprise? Is that the Enterprise J that's from the 26th century? Because that's a Star Trek... That's a Star Trek Enterprise series thing that I don't know anything about. Oh, the time travel stuff got really crazy. I really wish they would stop going to that. You thought it was a 2500s? No, it's a 20... Next Generation Deep Space Nine Voyager, that takes place in the 2400s. I know that much. And I know original series was 2300s. Well, then who said 2500s? Oh, you didn't say 2500s. Sorry. We're all confusing each other. Wait, that's bad. Don't do that. I don't know. You have to keep in mind, Kirby, that Star Trek Online is not part of any accepted universe. It is its own entity. So trying to figure out where it falls in line with the rest of the series isn't really something to worry about, because it's doing original series and Deep Space Nine and Enterprise and Discovery and movies all at the same time. It's a fourth universe? No, a third. Where's your third universe coming from? I'm only aware of two. I'm aware of canon universe and the alternate universe. Oh wait, unless you consider... Oh shit. There is a third universe. Mirror. Yeah, you're right. There's the mirror universe. I forgot about that. I stand corrected. 4 universes, yeah. I think that would be more comfortable to say there's 4 universes. Front springs, 2 of those. Front shock absorber. Oh, I don't know if it's a shock absorber A. I think it's wishbone, isn't it? 2 front cap. Yeah, wishbone. Double wishbone fronts. Yeah, you're right. Mirror reality, the mirror universe is a separate universe. You are correct. I had just forgotten about the mirror universe. Did they ever go there in Next Generation? I don't think they did. I think Mirror only existed in original series and Deep Space Nine. And I don't think they did it in Voyager. I think they avoided it in Next Generation and Voyager. I think they did it in Enterprise, though. And I don't know if they've done it in Discovery, because obviously I haven't seen any of it. Does Starfleet and Klingon characters start earlier than Romulans? No. Romulans, Starfleet, and Klingon... Well, technically Starfleet starts the latest, if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty. Klingons and Romulans were in outer space, like, exploring the galaxy way before Federation was. Wait, are we talking... Okay, let's clear this up. Are you talking Star Trek Online, or are you talking the canon universe? Because I don't know. Jesus. Alright, T-Series rims at 15-inch. You're talking STO. Okay, then I'm the wrong person to ask. Alright, let's get 15-inch T-Series rims. Where is T-Series? 15-inch. I don't know a whole lot about Star Trek Online's universe. Other than it's every Star Trek thing crammed into one. That's about all I know. Alright, so we're going vintage tire wall A, 225/75. They were 14s, weren't they? Or were they 15s? 22! I don't think they were 22s. They're 15-inch. Okay. This 225. Wait, 15-inch first. 225/75. Yeah, it's almost like taking your timeline-specific sci-fi series and cramming it into an MMO. Cramming all the information into the same time frame in an MMO tends to screw a few things up. It's a little awkward. That's why I like with Star Trek, they're just like, yep, it's a separate universe, completely unrelated. But I saw something online the other day saying that they were adding Star Trek Discovery, the television series Star Trek Discovery ships to Star Trek Online. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's going to get really confusing. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. They want to make sure that if you only like one series and nothing else, that your stuff is in the game for you. But like I was mentioning earlier, it also kind of pushes people who are only into one series or who have only seen one series to go, well, that looks kind of neat. Where's that from? Maybe I should go watch the show that this is from. Alright, you sit down. Hey, fully repaired. Alright, let's put oil in this thing. All you want is a ship that doesn't look ugly? Fair enough. That shouldn't be that hard. Alright, that car is ready. So, we have purchased and fixed both of the new Bentley vehicles.
Woo!
Well, so you also have to keep in mind, are you talking, what series are you talking Starfleet, Romulans, and Klingons? Because their ships change from series to series as well. All right, so we got the Bentley Continental GT. And the Bentley T-Series. You're talking about what they allow you to use in Star Trek Online? Well, then the Romulans fly many different kinds, and the Klingons fly a couple of different kinds. The Federation basically sticks with saucers with engines. I mean, saucers with nacelles. They're not engines. But that's semantics at this point. Alright. So I need to earn some money. None of these are money bonus. They're all normal. Okay. Good morning. I was told you were an honest mechanic and a trustworthy person, so I present to you my baby, the DC Typhoon. It used to reach speeds of an F5 Tornado on a track, but that was a long time ago. I want you to make the car look and drive like new again. I'm counting on you. Also normal. Alright, let's take that order. What is wrong with you? Okay, you got problems. Ouch. God, it's just... You're rough, man. Alright, let's move you to Lifter 3. What do nacelles do? If I'm not incorrect, and it's been a long time since I've looked up the information on this, but primarily nacelles help stabilize the warp field so that you can maintain a good warp field bubble around the ship. I could be incorrect in that, but... Alright, so we're going to do that. And this. There we go. There we go. Frame and interior condition are now 100%. So they're shielding for jumps. No. The fact that you use the word shield in there, framework is a better word. They help hold the warp field bubble in place, yes. They generate the warp field. Okay. The engine just provides... The warp core provides the power to the nacelles. Gotcha. So they power it like the engines do. They generate it. They don't power it. The nacelles are not engines. Using the term they power it is incorrect. I'm not trying to be nitpicky, it's just like you asked, so I want to make sure you understand. Alright, what is this thing again? Typhoon. Okay. How do all the body parts look? Oh god, I still have a bunch of junk from the old car. Yeah, that's basically a good way to look at it, Kirby. The warp core is the engine that provides the power. The nacelles are kind of like the wheels that help the ship go. Yes, that's... It only when they're doing warp power, though. I mean, if they say something like, we're going to use... you know, we're going to use thrusters or whatever. The warp core doesn't... The nacelles don't come into play then. Yeah, the power is generated by Manti antimatter... matter-antimatter destruction. Yeah, it's complicated. They have technical manuals to explain to you exactly how the ship works. How bad would it be if a nacelle exploded? Usually it destroys the ship. If a nacelle is being utilized and it's destroyed, it usually takes the entire ship with it. What am I doing? Body. Well, you have to kind of understand how the ship is actually traveling, you know? It's Sorry, hold on. The ship moves through space by warping space-time. It's not like it's wheels moving the ship forward. It changes the fabric of space-time and moves space around the ship. Which is it doesn't actually have forward momentum. It's kind of weird like that. But yeah, basically. I don't think Kirk's dad was a friend of Zephyr and Cochrane. It creates a bubble where inside the bubble is normal space and outside is where the movement is going. The movement is going in to be able to go faster than light. Outside of the bubble, the ship doesn't move. Space moves. If that makes sense. The bubble is used to move space around the ship. I worded that badly. It's okay. It's not a it's not an easy thing to explain real quickly. You actually have to know some stuff about like relativity and stuff like that to yeah, okay. As long as you understand that like inside the bubble everything's normal and outside the bubble everything's fucking weird as shit. All right. I need to repaint the car the stock color. Okay. Move the car into the paint track. Did Captain Kirk know Zephyr Cochrane? No, there's like 250 years apart from each other. Factory. Yeah, we've been having Star Trek conversations all day today. It's pretty cool. Alright, so you're pretty happy with the painting and the body parts. Now we need to change the oil, so let's drain that. Stat track. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. What the shit? That was weird. I went through the hole in the hood. So I was like, brake pump. Now I don't even have to open the hood to work on the car. That's funny. I can take the radiator out with the hood shut. Magic. Alright, so we're going to hit this up with some tester tools. As long as you're accepting that Star Trek Online is a completely different universe from the other Star Trek games. Alright, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because okay.
Did you break it?
I think I broke it. I think I broke it, everybody. I think you're not supposed to use test tools with the hood closed. Uh-oh. Crash time. I hope it's saved. Please have saved. Please launch the game. Uh-oh. Wait, is it working now? I think it's working now. Wow, that was a really long load time. Holy cow. And it's still loading. Okay, hold on. There we go. It didn't take that long for me to download the DLC, install it, and launch the game. Oh, wow. Apparently there was a tuning DLC that was released as well. I'll need to look into that. I should hit up my contact and be all like, hey, is this out? Why didn't you send me a key for this? Well, the car's gone. It's not in the paint shop. It's not in here. Did it keep my Bentleys?
Sure hope so, because it kept your money.
Okay, yeah, it kept my Bentleys. There's the Typhoon. The tuning DLC was free 3 updates ago. Well then. Alright, so let's take the Typhoon. I'm going to move it back to Lifter 3. Let's see what else we got. That's a normal order. Normal, 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 normal. Bummer.
You want money bonuses?
I'd like a money bonus. I'll take this one. It has a lot to fix, so it'll pay a good amount. We're gonna move you to Lifter 1. And then I'll take the... Let's take the Jeep Willys Civilian. Paint it the factory color. That's an easy job. I'll do it right now. We're going to go ahead and open that hood ahead of time. Factory. Paint. That is not an attractive color.
You're not an attractive color.
You're probably right. Move the car to path 2. You know what I'm going to do for this guy? Because this is bothering me. I'm going to fix his body. Number 2. There we go. Alright. Get out of here. You're done. Plymouth Roadrunner. Sloppy steering. Car's loud. Let's take that. Move that into slot 2. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and call it here for today. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed the Star Trek talk, everybody. It was very fun. Thanks to all those who donated bits and resubbed tonight. That was very awesome of you. And I will see you guys next time.